Caro, te dejo a ti para darle la bienvenida a Andy.
Well, this space is also in English, so we will. I'm so delighted to say hello, Andy.
Hello.
Hello, Andy Curlberston. I met Andy 1 year ago, just in an online community, in a meditation community, and it's in this just following this big desire of going deeper into my spiritual work or in my spirituality or whatever you want to call this. And through that, I just was seeing like 1 year always Andy in camera sensing, I want to meet her, I want to meet her. She's so gorgeous. Her energy is so beautiful. Anyway, this year, I mean, since December, I met her here in India. She was here with me and I had a great momentum, a great life with her. And she was so inspiring to me in the way that she lives, which is super intuitive, super playful. And this is what we want to bring into this, like in this lab of happiness, more creativity, more joy, playfulness, and allowing us to express and to fully be and to fully create from our heart and having fun, which is the most beautiful. And she's an amazing singer, which is touching the heart. So I'm inviting all of you and those who are going to see the recordings later, just to open your heart and leave this big momentum as a gift for you. And thank you, Andy, for being here again.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here. And thank you, Anna and Caro Heart Sister. Yes, we have an amazing connection. And yeah, thank you for inviting me. So I'm new to Zoom in the sense of doing any sort of sessions. So I'm just asking for your gracious space, knowing that. And I have a PowerPoint presentation for you that we'll get into in just a moment. I'm hoping it's a little bit interactive. So if you see on the bottom of each page, you see like a little happy face, you can maybe just put some things in the chat because it's kind of fun for others to see. I don't know if I'll be able to see them, but I'm hoping that everybody can kind of just kind of connect in that way as well. So here we go. I'm gonna switch over. Oh, I guess it's let's see, from beginning, current slide. There we go. And let's see if we're doing this yet. I see. Okay. Here we are. Can everybody see?
While Andy is just organizing all this, yes, I am seeing this sign out. Yeah, there is no now. So
Okay.
while she's having all this done for us, I invite all of the ones who can be live in camera. That would be so much beautiful. So if you can, just be present, there to be you on camera and enjoy this time with us. And bring a paper also and different colors. This is a time for art, wellness, and expression. Thank you, Andy.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Caro. Yes, if you'll have an opportunity a little bit later when we start the activity of the intuitive wellness tree to grab a sheet of paper. It's very, very simple. We're going to just do a little bit of 5-year-old art and we're going to just see what comes to us in terms of what we're needing to nourish our mind, body, heart, spirit. So here's so the creative art of wellness is what I'm calling this, exploring the intimate play of work, inspiration, and spirit. So let's gather our hearts right now. We'll start out with a song and a shared breath. And this is, yeah, Caro said, you've got to do this song because it's something that we shared in a garden in India, and it was really lovely to do together. So I'm going to sing the song. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is to put your hands on your heart or even tap on your heart. I tend to tap just very, very slowly. Okay. And if you like, you can hum along. Here we go. We are here, we are home, in this heart never alone. We are here, we are loved, forever whole. We are here, we are home, in this heart never alone. We are here, we are loved, forever whole. We are here, we are home, we are whole. We are here, we are home, in this heart shines the sun. We are here, we are loved, forever whole. We are here, we are home, we are whole. Okay. Now, if you'll join me, hands on the heart if you like, or in front of the heart, in sharing 3 long out breaths, 3 exhalations that are harmonizing to our nervous system, to our mind, body, heart, spirit. And the focus really is on the out breath or the exhalation, being nice and long and full and spacious. That connects us. It connects us with ourselves and others here, our hearts. So let's begin together, starting with the first one. Inhaling and then a long out breath. Second one. And the final long exhalation after an inhalation. Yes. If you're feeling more in your heart, maybe your mind has even melted into your heart a little bit. I'm going to ask you to do the little 2-handed heart and put it up to the screen. Yeah. Okay. Very good. So let's see. So we'll go to the next one. Okay. So who am I? My name is Andy Curlberston, and I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist and kind of call myself a creative wellness educator, sometimes creative arts wellness educator. And I want to say, as we all are, our deepest wish. We all are our deepest wish. So my deepest wish presently is to help raise inner abundance and natural wellness in the world. And that's for all of us. I've had, on a personal story note, I've had a long vocal journey. And I grew up from childhood, really until maybe the last few years, with feeling like I had a blocked or a locked voice. And when I tried to speak to people or speak in front of people, I was so shy and timid, except for with my family. I was more comfortable there. And because I was so passionate about helping people to learn about wellness and nutrition, especially families who are bilingual, Spanish, English speaking. My Spanish is rusty. That's why I'm presenting in English today. I really wanted to share the wellness. And so I kind of threw myself in, and also intuitively, to teaching classes. And I didn't know hardly any Spanish, but the classes were in Spanish exclusively. So I ended up learning to teach in Spanish and English and learning more of the Spanish language and the culture too. And it was just a really beautiful opportunity for growth. And it was totally outside of my comfort zone, but I did it because I followed my inspiration, my intuition. And then what happened is a few years ago, sacred songs started moving through me. It started coming to me in dreams or meditation, and they were songs to share. They weren't songs just to keep for myself, although I was enjoying them and I felt a deep sense of calm, and sometimes elation singing them. So So that's the song, for example, that you heard. We are here, we are home. That's one of the songs. And there are many. There are many. If we have time at the end, I would like to share 10,000 Fireflies with you that Kato knows very well. So today's activities, we have a brief introduction of the concept of hearth, which I use in teaching and education, but it's really a life orientation, personal and professional. Then we'll get into the wellness intuition tree, and it's basically finding our medicine, what is alive in us now and what needs to be expressed, or how do we nourish ourselves? Because oftentimes we forget about nourishing ourselves and TLC. So this is a little tree of practice that we can do from time to time to check in with this tree, and then we'll create that together today. And lastly, if there's time, I don't know if there will be, but we can go into a little bit more about long exhalations for calming the nervous system. It's called swan breathing, or in yoga, it's called Hamsa breathing. So what is hearth? A really simple way to say it, to break it down. If you look at Hearth, and you see the flower with the 4 petals, you'll see H is the heart connection with ourselves and all life. You'll see the E, which is earth connection. You'll also notice it's a second letter up there. So it's an acronym, but it also has those words inside of that word. And the word itself is meaning a nice, cozy fire, and also very functional fire that our ancestors have had for thousands and thousands of years to gather, to sing, to talk, to create art and herbal medicine, to meditate, share stories, cuddling and loving, loving each other. So arts are creative expression. It's the expression of our heart or soul. And relating, our relationships, our relationship with our community, our culture, and within our true self. Okay, so now we'll get into the wellness intuition tree, and I'm going to stop the share for just a moment. Now is a good time, if you haven't already gathered those, is to take a piece of paper and also some, you could be as simple, here's the paper, and as simple as a pencil or pen, or you can get out some, if you happen to have them handy, some ink pens, markers of different colors, some pencils of different colors, and some people even use crayons. So I invite you to gather those. Just take a quick moment to do that. And I catch myself saying quick. Very, very modern way is like, oh, we need to do this quickly. But really, this is a time of spaciousness. And in that spaciousness, that's where the deeper learning and intuition, compassion, inner peacefulness, that's where those are welcome into that spaciousness. So, and as you, let's see, as you complete gathering those, I do want to mention one other thing that I passed up a little bit. I'm going to go back in the slides. Let's see if it's doing it. Okay, here we go. Maybe it's towards the end. Okay, so step 1 of drawing your personal wellness intuition tree. And I want to say that this is going to sound really basic, and it's also very powerful because I've shared it with many groups, elders, with children, with families, and in between, people in between. And it's something that you can post next to your office, in your office space, at home, on the refrigerator, just as a reminder of what you're needing and doing a check-in. So step 1, there are two main steps, is draw a simple tree. It could be much more simple than I drew. It could just be stick, like a line drawing. Like I'll draw one right now as you draw yours. And imagine this tree is your tree of wellness, well-being, harmony, and vitality. Like what does that feel like? And don't worry so much about how the tree looks, how it comes out looking. You could redraw a tree later on, take more time, you can color it later on, but just right now, imagine yourself as a tree, feeling great well-being and health, and taking 60 seconds to draw that. We have a few more seconds. Okay, so if you would bring your attention to the larger group, and we're going to go to step 2 now, your medicine, your wellness activity. Let's see. Now listen, please, closely to the activities presented. And when I say presented, I'm going to be reading these activities aloud, and hopefully slowly. So if it's a little fast, please just let me know. And I'm sure Carter will let me know. And we'll slow them down because there are quite a few. So what you want to do is you want to really tune in to each of the activities. And if they intuitively spark something in you, then please write them down along the branches of your tree or along the trunk. You could even put them in the sky. You could put them on the ground, wherever you want to. Just write them down, and we'll go over those afterwards. So let's see. Okay. So the first is, some of them are really, again, these are very simple, but they're things that we forget. So drink water, eat real food, like healthy, wholesome food. Be creative. Do art. Build, read, write. Exercise. Walk outdoors. Savor nature. Play.
Do it
Thank
slow.
you. Okay. Am I going too slow or too fast?
Too fast. A little
Oh,
too
okay.
fast.
Sure. Play or
Can
listen to
repeat
music.
A little bit the last 6.
Okay, the last line is be creative, do art, build, read, or write. Play music. Follow your intuition and your truth. So that's follow your intuition and your truth. Surround yourself with uplifting people. We'll say more uplifting people. Be around elders, children, animals. So be around elders, children, animals. Breathe slowly, long exhalations. Stretch or do yoga. Soak in water. Maybe it's a hot tub, maybe it's your bathtub, maybe it's a river, a lake, a hot spring, a pool. Gather flowers, rocks, herbs, nuts, or any nature little treasure, maybe pretty little twigs from a tree. Mindfully eat in presence. Perhaps saying a blessing before you eat to tune into your food. So a food blessing. Cook nourishing food. I will add that's harmonious with your system. Encourage breastfeeding in the world. Very important for harmonious relationships and the health of the mom and the baby and the culture in general, the society in general. Express gratitude. Kiss. Hug. Cuddle. Kato is definitely a cuddler. I love your hugs, Kato. Get a job or join a club. Volunteer. Serve others. Visit the farmer's market or local fresh market more often. Forage, which means going out into the wild and looking for native plants or wild plants that are food plants or medicine plants and being sure of the identification of them and bringing those home and maybe making some herbal medicine or eating those and incorporating them into your salads or meals. So forage in English is to go harvest safe and edible wild plants. Eat more greens, more green leafy vegetable, more foods that are green. Share food or flowers from the garden. It's so nice to grow extra for the animals, for people around you. Play a game. I heard there was some fun, playful improvisation happening last night, somewhere in the circle. Joke around. Have fun like a kid. We're about 2/3 of the way complete in this list. Whistle, which is a long out breath. Whistling is so joyous, feels so good. And it's a great way to calm the nervous system and relax. Same with humming, that's next. Whistle, hum, and sing. Any of those. It could be humming your favorite song, or it could be just Smile, gaze at stars. Talk it out. Meditate. Just be. Of course, dance. And I'm just going to jump to the bottom. Love big, laugh long, and energize your life. And now, so we stay within the time frame, which is soon coming to a close. If a few of you would just type in the chat, one word that really stands out to you, that your system, your being, your health needs right now. I'm not saying exactly in this moment, but like needs, for example, tomorrow or the next day, to bring more into your life, more aliveness into your life. So for example, when I look at this list, I see, I think for me, it's cuddling. Kato and I will get to see each other pretty soon. Be creative, I see. Yes. Wonderful. What are some others? Cuddling and elders. What are some other things that you wrote down? Other activities that you are drawn to or inspired to bring in more in your life for health and well-being of yourself and everybody? Because everything we do, when we nourish ourselves, it nourishes everybody. Flowers. Beautiful. Flowers, cuddling and elders, and being creative. And cooking nutritious food. Beautiful. Thank you. And I want to mention that these posters are available as a digital download And in some countries, they're available to be sent, in the United States, actually. And they're available in English and Spanish. And thank you, Caro, for helping me to do the revision of the translation. You can go to Nutrition Arts, my Etsy shop, or nutritionarts.com. Next. So long exhalations, just kind of summing that up. Anytime, anywhere. They soften our nervous system. They allow us to enjoy the gifts of the present moment. And they blossom our creative intelligence, our inner power, our health measures, including blood pressure, they help, and inflammation, to reduce inflammation, and to blossom our dynamic workflow and relationships, whether they're work or personal relationships. I'm going to skip along here. This will be for another talk sometime. Just some. So we are nature and spirit, inside and out. We are the swan, the ocean, the fireflies, the breath, the powerful hands of our Creator. We naturally create harmony, abundance, and great well-being in the world by creating it inside of us. And by creating it inside of us and nourishing and nurturing ourselves, this helps us again to be better professionals, more successful entrepreneurs. When we are connecting the mind and the heart with our body and spirit, we can feel balanced and have really dynamic energy, more than we could ever imagine. I invite you to, this is going to go up. We try to have it up and playing by today. And it might be later on. My husband and I, he's a professional musician. And so you can look for our song, maybe today or the next few days. It's called 10,000 Fireflies. It's really a song of inspiration to go out to the world, because we are sharing our work and light in the world. We are sharing our work and light in the world. My grandmother's wish, and my wish to myself and everyone here and beyond in the world, for all to live, feel, and be happy. These are the H's. Notice the H's. Happy, healthy, harmonious, humorous, helpful, and higher powered. These are H's that we can remind ourselves of and share with children and people of all ages. So I want to thank you, beautiful flowers. And I'll come back on in just a moment, just in case you're interested in viewing the downloads, the resources, and going to my shop. Here's the information. And looks like we have about 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free.
So gorgeous. Thank you. Any question? Tanya, you have any question? No, no one is with any question.
Okay. So yes, I'm hoping that this presentation gave you some additional inspiration. There's a lot of inspiration this weekend, and additional inspiration, and maybe some ideas for creativity and bringing wellness into your world, into your life, and those around you, even through life's challenges as a professional and as a at home, in your personal lives, because there will be changes. The last speaker, Blessing, said that there will be challenges and there will be change. So if we can just learn to stay grounded, and with practices, including the long out breath, and maybe looking at our wellness tree, what we wrote down, just reminding ourselves, and every day to be nourishing our system, mind, body, heart, spirit.
Thank you so much, Tanya.
Thank you so much.
I do have a question.
Sure.
I missed your link on Etsy.
Oh yeah.
Is it in the chat, or?
Let's do this. We'll go back to share screen, and what I have here, it's on my Etsy shop. So it's called Nutrition Arts. So if you go to Etsy, if you're familiar with Etsy, and you look at Nutrition Space Arts, you'll pull it up, and you'll see a bunch of there are a lot of resources on there. That's only like a drop in the bucket, really. So and some are in Spanish. It's mostly English, and they're great for also like office spaces and healthcare agencies, for schools. They're beautiful posters, and then just at home. Did that answer your question?
It did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed the session.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We co-created it.
Yes. Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Caro.
Your energy is so beautiful, and I wonder that we could have more time to sing the song and more songs to fully express and give more joy to our body. But this is just too good to use any song that is really mattering us, or in which we feel enlightened. Whenever we are stopping the cameras or going into something, maybe just to hear a beautiful song and bring this joy.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So thank you so much, Andy. I love you, and I am so happy that I will see you soon.
Yes. I love you. Bye-bye.
Te amo. Bye.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias. Thank you, Andy. That was so great, so beautiful. So thank you for being here.